say, people? What do I say? If you do not want the answer, do not ask the question. Guys, I got angry. I was so pissed off. I was like, who do you think you are? So you can't say that he liked you. Hi, people. Welcome back. If it's your first time, my name is Talia Adiwale, and this is DISBYDEM. Today we're going to be doing Exchange 2. Everybody and their grandma is doing this right now. So I am just going to be sticking to the heart of the matter. I'm going to be talking about the singles and the dates and the interactions, and that is it. But before we begin, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, leave your comments. I know you watched this. You watched it maybe many times over with all the other people who are reacting right now and all the other people who are doing recaps right now. So leave those comments, guys, and hit your notification bell so you know when more episodes come out. We're going to be covering episodes 1 and 2. And of course, because of Kyung Hyun, that's his name, right? I call him Shy Guy from The Devil's Plan, guys. But here's the thing. People were so upset that I didn't like him in The Devil's Plan. I didn't like him in The Devil's Plan, guys. Like I said, calculated people are not really my thing. And also double standards. He was showing elements of double standards in The Devil's Plan. But it's a show. I was commenting based on the show. If I don't like him in the show, it doesn't mean I don't like him in person. I don't know him in person, so I have no personal feelings towards this guy in IRL. Guys, I don't. People were losing their minds because I said I didn't like him. I respected the gameplay. I respected it, and I was so glad for the end. I'm not going to spoil it just in case, you know, there are people here that haven't watched The Devil's Plan. Respected it, and I called it out by the end of the whole series. I was like, yes, I respect his gameplay. His gameplay got him as far as it would take him, honestly, and I respected it. But people were so upset because you can't like somebody, you can't dislike somebody that people will like, and you can't like somebody that people dislike. It's just a weird scenario. It's a fucking show, guys. Chill. But anyway, Shy Guy is the reason that we're here. So let's get into it. I know that in the grand scheme of things, he's not going to be the reason that I stay. But people wanted me to watch it here so that I can see that he's a sweet guy, he's this. The way that I was judging him in The Devil's Plan, it's not going to be the same way I would judge him here. This is a romance show. It's a different entity entirely. So, yeah. Also, whatever I say, just take it with a grain of salt because you know I'm going to dislike some people that you like. I didn't know that I missed every time. You know, I watched Exchange Another Beginning, and when that song came up, yeah, that one I can't sing, guys. But I don't know, every time it comes up, I didn't know that I missed it as much. Oh, This Ain't Love. And that one too. I was vibing with it. I was like, every single time. I don't realize how much I missed it until I see it. So the hosts pretty much are the same as Exchange 2, with the exception of Bam Bam. Bam Bam was in this one. He's so cute. I don't know where I watched Bam Bam. I saw him in something else. Was it 19 to 20? Was it 19 to 20? I don't remember. But I'd seen him before in something else, and they said there that he was on Exchange. So it was nice. I missed Yura's laugh, guys. I love this girl's laugh. Oh my god, every time she laughs, I laugh. I just loved it. And then the main guy, I don't know whether his name is Ji-Sok or Ki-Sok. I don't remember. The main guy, the middle guy. He looked so different than when he was in Exchange 3. And I was like, interesting. I was confused every time he was on the screen. I was like, is that him? Is it him? Is not him? I don't know. He looked very different. But I missed all of them. I love them. Year One and the other guy. I never know his name. But yeah, really, really enjoyed it. Anyways, to the heart of the matter, we're introduced to the girls and the guys. To start, they had 4 girls and 4 guys. So we had Yi-Hyun. God, this girl is a beautiful. God, every time when we first see her, I was stunned, and every time she would come on the screen, I was stunned even more. And then you see flashes of her personality. She seems quirky. She seems dark. I kind of like her. I don't know how it will develop because sometimes people change their personalities throughout these shows. We've seen it multiple times, but I like her very much. She's gorgeous. And then Nayeon, she's also gorgeous. Now, I kind of know her story because she and her couple, the person that she ends up with, were in Exchange Another Beginning. So I know where her story is headed. I even know, I kind of know the 2 people that she was in between already because they talked about it in Another Beginning. But also beautiful. And then Jisoo, I wrote dainty. Now Jisoo, as the episodes went on, I don't think I like Jisoo, guys, but is it too early? Is it too early? Can you leave a comment? Is it too early for me not to like her? Let me know, guys, in the comment section. And then my baby Jiyeon. saw her, I was like, my baby. And then I was like, is that her? And then she came in, I was like, my baby. I love this girl. I fucking love her. I love her. She was done dirty in Exchange Another Beginning. And I will never forgive him. Never forget either what he did to her. I would have appreciated it had he just come out and said not interested. You know? This girl put her heart on her sleeve. It wasn't that serious, guys. It wasn't that serious. He was not disrespectful. He wasn't. I just think that he could have been a little more direct, because you cannot say that Jiyeon did not try. And I feel like she was also done dirty in this as well. It's also really cute that she's so much taller than all the girls. She doesn't even comment on it. I just love her. So I'm going to be referring to her as my baby throughout this entire series, guys. Just so whenever I say my baby, you know who I'm talking about. Then we switch over to the guys. I'm a boo! You mean, the smile on my face. I could not extend it far enough because it would have been creepy. Oh, him? I started out not liking him in Another Beginning. I did not that I disliked him. I just like, I can't read you. What's going on there? And by the end, I was rooting for him so hard. I like him. He has personality too, but he's also so gentle. Oh. So I got my baby and my boo, guys. And you know who I'm talking about whenever I say that. And then we have Wonbin, and first thing I wrote was manly. That was the first thing I wrote until he got upstairs and he sat down. And the way he was clutching that pillow for dear life, guys. He strangled that pillow. That pillow is dead. Wow, he must have been so nervous. As soon as he started clutching that pillow, I could see the like calm, goofy, gentle side of him. And I think I also like him, honestly. I was a little bit worried for him when they showed him and his ex interacting. What's it called? A week before they got into the exchange house. But by the end of episode 2, he seemed like he was standing his ground. So, let's see how things develop. I think I will like him as well. Then we see Minji. And he was given 50s gang leader. I don't know what it is, guys. I don't know what it is. But as soon as he stepped in on the scene, for me, the image changed. He was holding a Tommy gun. He had one of those suits. And he had a cap. I don't know what... I can't... Swear down. I can't tell you what it is. I think it's just the coldness. It almost... He has this cold, calculated aura around him. And... he's extremely handsome. Let me put that out there so that you guys don't think that I'm knocking him. He's extremely handsome. But as the episodes went on, I really started not liking him. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you. Him being on his phone 24/7. Like, I get maybe you're a busy guy, but like, be present. You're with people, strangers that you don't even know. It's kind of rude. So I don't know. There was just something about him that was giving cold and just distant, and I wasn't really vibing with it by the end of episode 2. Anyway, so we'll see how the episodes go on. And then Tae, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. First song I wrote Bad Boy, because he came in on that motorcycle. I was like, yes. And then he came upstairs. Oh no, and then he took off that helmet and I was like, Lord, he is one handsome dude. He's very much, his first impression is player. But then he starts to interact, he starts to live his life. And I swear down, he gives like, house husband or something like that, because he's so opposite to the way he looks. Based on the first 2 episodes, the way he like cleans, cooks, arranges everything, it does not match his like outside personality, like what you see. It's really not what you see is what you get, and I liked him from the first motorcycle. I was like, yeah, you can hang, guy, you can hang, let's go. And also, whenever he smiled, he reminded me of Sanyeon from Heart Peering. I don't know what it is, just the nose down. Every time he would smile, I think Sanyeon used to smile like that. He reminded me of Sanyeon. Anyways, my guesses for exes at this point in time were Tae and Yihyun. I think that they are exes. It's either they are exes or they are vibing each other the same way Juyeon and Sokyung's ex were vibing off each other in Exchange 3, because I thought they were exes. I really did. I did not expect that they weren't. Then Jiyeon and Mingyu. That was my second guess. Why did I say Jiyeon and Minji, sorry. Minji. That was my second guess. Nayeon, I know that her ex hasn't arrived yet, so sorry if I spoiled this for anybody. Her ex in here, guys, because I told you I know her story already. Jisoo, I said it was either Wonbin or Gyumin, but I thought Gyumin. So those were my guesses at first. Their house is definitely way cooler than season 3's house, for sure. Their house was actually really nice. So usually episode 1 is just, they get their bags, they do grocery team, and they do cooking team. So the grocery team was Jisoo, Nayeon, Wonbin, and Minji. And then the cooking team, Tae, Gyumin, Jiyeon, and Yi Hyun. Taehyun ended up cutting himself. Jiyeon, baby girl, noticed. And Yi Hyun patched him up. He kept saying, like he kept saying, I'm fine. But she wouldn't listen. She was so worried about him, and she patched him up. I was like, this is just their interactions alone. And there was something about when he came up, her whole aura changed. Like, she had been open, she had been laughing and everything, she had been making zingers and everything. But when he came, there was a shift there. I don't know. If they're not exes, I will be shook at. I tell you now, I will be shook at. But these people have put egg on my face many a time. So, you know what? It is what it is. Jiyeon then kind of turns the kitchen into a war zone. She and Gyumin, baby boy and baby girl, we're trying to burn the house down. I thought that was a funny moment. But we're going to skip to episode 2 because, like I said, I'm sticking to the heart of the matter. So, episode 2, we get their intro letters. They get their introduction letters. And first to go was baby girl. And the letter was actually nice, honestly. But it kind of also read like, I am truly done with this. She's going to be another person's problem now. That's how it read to me. Now, she said that she didn't mind the letter, but the first sentence disappointed her. And he wrote, the first sentence was like he had never seen her depressed before. And she's like, how is that possible? Like, they dated for that they dated, for a significant amount of time, that there's no way that at one point in time she wasn't sad. So she didn't really like that. And I don't know. I don't think that it was as bad as she thought. I felt like she was grabbing onto something that she can, have to discuss with him later. That's what I felt, because honestly, on the grand scheme of things, the letter wasn't that bad. Second person to go was Minji, and his was alright too. The only diss in there was that he smiles continuously while you're arguing, which made his ex feel frustrated every single time that they argued. For me, the letters don't really mean anything because we don't really know who their exes are. When exes are confirmed, we can come back and read the letters if we like. Otherwise, I'm not really bothered about the letters. Next was Tae, and it was pretty complimentary. Yi Hyun was next, and it was very lovely. So this one was significant because I think I know who her ex is. But anyways, her ex was like, she always goes above and beyond taking care of other people, and that he hopes that whoever she gets to date takes care of her, because she's always a giving person, that he just wants somebody who will take care of her. She cried. Oh God, I think she was in a relationship where she didn't want to leave, but she kind of had to. And she does confirm that later. So she cries, and she does say that they broke up because she thought that he took her for granted, and the letter was obviously saying that he understood and appreciated her, but it was too late. Next was Jisoo, and the first line read, Jisoo was the woman I loved the most in my entire life. I was like, God dang, that sounds like somebody who might maybe want to come back. And then she cried. She said she was crying. A lot of people were crying there as they were reading their letters, which, yes, valid. She said that she cried because it was past tense. I was like, okay, that's interesting. Next was Nayeon. It was also lovely as well. But her letter almost read like a Hail Mary, like, please forgive me. Like, the in between the lines is like, forgive me, I want you back. That's what her letter read like. When we confirm her ex, guys, we're going to come back and read it. Maybe I will do that. Maybe when we confirm exes, we will read letters together. Maybe not. It just depends on how deep we want to go. She then said that she feels sorry because if he had told her that earlier, they would not have broken up. So you know that for sure. There's still unresolved feelings between her and her ex. And I mean, considering how it ends, makes sense. Next was Gyumin, and he does cry. He said that it was love at first sight with Gyumin. That's what the ex said. and that she hopes by the end of it, she said she hopes he doesn't see anybody new. Like, it was very heavy up until the end, and the end made everybody laugh, which was kind of nice. But this letter gave "I want you back." That was for sure. So his ex was giving "I want you back" based on this letter. I really don't know who his ex is. Like I said, I didn't research anything for this because I was trying to stay away from spoilers. But because I've watched Exchange 3 and Another Beginning, some of the things were already told to me. Last was Wonbin, and man cried throughout this entire thing, man. The ending of the message was like, take care of him, because he gives a lot, and she wants somebody who can, who he can receive from. Basically, in essence, take care of, he takes care of everybody else, so she wants somebody who can take care of him back. That one read like I'm done with the situation too, so I thought it was interesting, the developments that happened later on in the episode. Then we see Jisoo's ex, and I was wrong. Remember I said Jisoo's ex was Gyumin? It ended up being Wonbin. So as soon as they revealed that his ex was her ex was Wonbin, I started remembering the words of their, exchange letter, intro letters, and I was like, okay, one person is giving "I want you back" and the other person is giving "we're done." So it's a very interesting scenario. Turns out that they broke up 3 years ago. From the way he was interacting, he was already crying when he saw her and everything. His body language was saying, "I'm still in love with you and I may want to, get back with you." That's the body language I was getting, just with the way it was looking at her. So they met while they were volunteering in college, and she said she chose him for the ex. She didn't say it, but she basically chose him for the experiment because she wanted closure. Because apparently she dated 2 other people in those 3 years that they haven't been in contact. He blocked her on everything because I think they broke up when he didn't want to break up. So he was very bitter and he resented her for a bit. And he hasn't dated anybody since then either. So everything was pointing to, I will take you back if I have the chance, right? But she chose him because she wanted closure. She wanted to find out, I guess, how he was doing. I don't know why she did it, but she chose him anyways. And they dated for 16 months, a year and 4 months or something like that. In his one-on-one, he says that he hasn't dated anybody in the last 3 years, but he doesn't plan to get back with his ex, with Jisoo. I was saying Wonbin at this point because I'm like, your body language doesn't say you don't want to get back. Your body language is saying, if you snap your fingers right now, I'll take you back. Now, that whole interaction at that restaurant between the two of them, he was very forward and she was like, There was one time that he said something about liking her and her face kind of like just soured. And I was like, who do you think you are? I don't know why I got so angry. Guys, I got angry. Oh, I was so pissed off. I was like, who do you think you are? So he can't say that he liked you. You guys dated for a year and 4 months. He can't say he... You need to have seen me. Oh. Guys, I was vexing. I don't know what it is about her. But she gives taker. And I don't know if this is good. It can't be good. It's like somebody saying they don't know if its disadvantage is good or bad. She gives taker to me. She gives almost slightly narcissistic. One of those people that will continuously take off other people but not necessarily give, So that was the impression I was getting of her. And it kind of tainted her for me the entire 2 episodes. And at this point I was like, yellow flag. But then it's confirmed by the end of the episode, red flag. I don't know how the whole series will end, but for now I wasn't really feeling Jisoo, if I'm being honest. So later at night, baby girl says that she's only interested in her ex and she's worried about him. She's friends with Jisoo and they get on like a house on fire. The 2 of them were vibing like crazy. I love that for my baby girl. She needs a friend. Do I really know Jisoo enough to want her to be the friend? No. But I can't say because I don't actually know Jisoo enough in the context of the show. I've had experience with baby girl, so I know her personality. I know who she is. She's a true person, right? She's pure. Jiyeon is pure. So I don't want anybody that will take advantage of her. And that's why I was just clocking it. I was like, okay, let's watch how this whole thing develops before we're judging anybody. My boo and my baby girl and my boo, so Gyumin and Jiyeon were also getting along. I didn't think that there was anything romantic between them. I just think that they developed this friendship where they're both comfortable with each other and so they're just vibing. I loved it. My kiddos are getting along and I loved it. I was so proud. So very proud. It's not text time. Obviously, they're all supposed to text, who their crush is, and they can text their ex if they choose, but they're supposed to send a text message at night, every night. So Baby Boo gets a text. They don't show us what the text is. They say they don't want to spoil the surprise, but they then send a follow-up text that it was not his ex. He was so upset the way he threw that phone. Good Lord. That was the first time I'd seen women actually upset though. I was like, baby boy, calm down. It's just the first night. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, he wasn't happy at all. He did not look happy at all. Baby girl got her own text too. She got one. It says something about I like your positive energy. It was so bland. I feel like Baby Boy sent her that text. I feel like Yumin sent her that text. It was so bland. I didn't like the text. But you know what? Again, first night, they don't really know each other. They don't send her. They say that it's not her ex that sent it. Minji, or is it Min? What's his name? Is it Minji or Mingi? It's Mingi, right? Okay. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Mingi got one text, said you look serious, or something about him being not very serious, and it was from his ex. I think his ex is my baby girl. Honestly, I have that feeling. Nayeon got one text, but it's not from her ex. I think Nayeon's text would have been from Wonbin. They don't tell us, they will reveal it later, but because they were on the grocery shopping team, they got to hang out together and they seemed to vibe together during that shopping spree. And his ex was also on that shopping spree. They were avoiding each other. It was so crazy. Yuhyun got 2 text messages, which means that one girl did not get a text. The first one was, thank you for taking care of me. I figured that was Tae. And the second one was, let's get to know each other. I don't know who that was. But then they sent a follow-up message saying, the text message, your ex did not text you. I'm like, so who is Tae then? Who is Tae's ex if it's not Yuhyun? I was so confused, guys. I don't know if they were throwing us off. Maybe there was another message that said your ex also texted you. I don't know if production was just messing with us, because for me, Tae is our ex, and they are ending up together by the end of the show. I was very confused though. I'm not even kidding. Like, I had to pause for like a straight, like maybe even 4 minutes. I was thinking about it and just like going back and forth saying, oh, so maybe it's a Yujeong situation, Yujeong and Seokyeong's ex situation. I can't. Juwon, maybe? I can't remember his name. But maybe it was that kind of situation. Like, it really boggled my mind. Next was then Jisoo, and obviously she didn't get any text. And then Wonbin, he got one text and they said, don't cry, I hope you are happy here. And I thought it was from Jisoo, but it was not. They said your ex did not text you. That's very interesting. They then get another text that says they may now talk to their ex. So they did the chat room. We've seen this in Exchange 3. They have a chat room where they can chat with their ex. So they said it's now open. I wasn't really focused on the interactions here, guys, except for Jisoo and Wonbin, because again, we know they are exes. Everybody else, it doesn't really matter if I don't know who you're talking to. So I wasn't really focused on it too much. I will say that baby girl was a little too excited to talk to her ex. I will say that. And I don't know the context of their relationship, but I don't think that he wants to get back with her, especially based on the introduction letter. So the fact that she was cheesing, from year to year, I was worried. I said, baby girl, your heart cannot take it. And I know how old she is here, so I was super worried, but I just have to go along the journey and experience it with my love, So Wonbin and Jisoo, she said she didn't want to chat with him because he didn't text her. This was another ding in my head. I was like, okay, you're starting to piss me off. Then she asks him if he has somebody that he's interested in. What do I always say, people? What do I say? If you do not want the answer, do not ask the question. He then says, yes, there's somebody that he is interested in. And then she gets upset and she says that, what did she say? She said that she didn't like him for that. I was like, why are you being selfish? Why are you doing this? Why are you being selfish? Seriously, her introduction letter pretty much said, it gave Wadon, I'm here to find love for myself. Right? No, he goes on to explain that he's the introduction letter was very overwhelming because obviously past from the past, and you know all these feelings come with it. So he was overwhelmed, and that's why he was crying so much. She doesn't acknowledge the fact that he said he was overwhelmed and he was crying over that. She could have easily said, "Oh, I can understand that, but do you think you were overwhelmed because there are still feelings there or something?" Like, she doesn't even acknowledge all of that. She said, "So you're interested in someone, so you have no feelings for me." And I'm like, what the bloody hell do you want? I swear that you came here to find somebody else. So why not for me like he's slying you because he has chosen to be interested in somebody else? I just didn't like her attitude during this chat, and I knew that I wasn't going to vibe with Jisoo, guys. I just knew it. He then said that he's not sure if he has completely, lost interest for her. And then he volleys the question back to her, "Do you have feelings for me?" She said she didn't know before, but it kind of feels like she does. So I wrote in capital letter, "So why didn't you text him?" Why? It is calculated and narcissistic. I hate it. I hate it. If you guys know, I hate a calculated individual on these shows. So what? You're not going to text him, but you're interested in him. And then you're angry that he didn't text you and he's interested in somebody else. You didn't tell him, so why would he? Hey, God. It just rubbed me the wrong way, guys. It rubbed me the wrong way. This whole interaction pissed me off. And I think she's going to piss me off throughout this series. Let me know if I'm wrong. Don't spoil it, but let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I've made a mistake and I need to open my heart to this girl, because right now the gates are closed. The gates are closed. I'm not going to stay like that, obviously. I'm going to try and be objective. I always do, but you guys know I will tell you when I don't like somebody. And in these episodes, I didn't like Jisoo. Not for one bit. He then says that he felt bad for her while they were dating, so he wants her to... he wants someone else to make her happy. And what he meant by that is that when they were dating, he couldn't give her everything that she wanted. And I'm like, you're college students, what could she possibly want? Which again put that image in my head that she's a taker. She's a taker. She's a taker. And I'm sorry, I'm preemptively judging this girl. We watch and we judge apparently. But it's the characteristics that she's showing on the show. It's not personal, guys. I feel like I have to be saying this every time. It is not personal. Obviously, I'm just commenting on the show. But the characteristics that she has shown in the show so far are just giving duplicitous, and I don't like it. I don't. Now, obviously, we'll see how things break down and we'll see there'll be more context as the show goes on. But for the first 2 episodes, it wasn't bad. I'm excited to see how things shake up in the next few ones. I'm excited for when people's exes who are not in the house right now show up in the house. And I'm also excited for my 3rd baby. She's coming, guys. She's coming. I have 3 children and I'm so happy. And of course, Shy Guy is going to make an appearance sooner or later, and he's the main reason why we started this thing in the first place. But I don't think he's going to be the reason why I'm here. I don't think he's going to be the reason. I have 3 babies that I'm focused on right now, and I want to see them do well on this show. But yeah, I really liked it. I really liked it. I'm not going to lie. Exchange is not something that I'm new to, so I'm really excited that I'm getting to do this recap, and hopefully you guys are not too bored of it right now. And you're also going to enjoy the recaps along with me. So yeah, that like button, subscribe, leave your comments, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. Bye.